Well, it's here everybody. BioRock sent to us by Ponguru to try, to test, and to give feedback on how I find it. So without further ado, let's dive right in. Here we go. The box. It says on the side it's 5 kg of the purple. So all you reefers out there will know that the purple is the look that it's all tend to go for. This is the freshwater tank that I'll be doing. Well wrapped. There we go. So it's all individually wrapped. And we shall take them all out of the box first. Big bits, little bits. I'll take them all out of the box and move the box. So this is the 5 kilo box. Getting some big chunks in. Yep, getting some big old chunks in this. Couple of little bits as well. But all get used. That's it. Only thing left in that is some what's its if you want one. What's its? What's that, sir? So open them up, see what we got. That's a canny sized chunk. So as you can see, it's a synthetic rock that's made to try and mimic coral. And to save you taking raw coral from the wild, it's a good idea. Do that over the bag just in case I need this. It is quite brittle. Oh, okay, a canny bit. It's quite deceiving. You're expecting it to be a bit heavier than it is. Quite light, but it's not as light as you would think. What all the videos are making out, it's really light. I'd say it's the same as a cinder block kind of. Same as the cinder block. I forgot what I was going to say. breeze block. So it's probably like the concrete breeze block. That's what it feels like. And this is the purple. So you do get quite a bit. So this is the 5 kilo box. This is going to be more than enough what I need for aquascape in the top tank. Just put that in there. Ideally, this version would be more suited for your marine tanks. Seen quite a few done with the purple in marine tanks, and it does look quite effective. It seems to be that sunbed kind of reflection. And you walk past people's houses and they've got some personal sunbeds, and you just see that glow coming, like that blue glow. Don't want a bit pervy there. Not like I'm watching. I can't believe how much I actually get. Quite shocked. It is quite rough. Texture is rough. But I would imagine that the slime and the algae that's in your tank will soon have that feeling a bit more natural. So now I've just got to try and work out a way to make this top tank look as good as the bottom tank with all this beautiful rock. The whole idea of this rock is the surface area is fantastic. And the more surface area you've got in your tank, the more you can harvest bacteria, aerobic bacteria, to deal with your ammonia and your nitrates. And apparently it's supposed to also help with the anoxic side of it, which turns ammonia nitrates back to nitrogen, which bubbles out your tank, which would mean in the long run less water changes required. This is quite a bit of rock. Got no idea how much it's going to go on sale for. Filter Pro will probably give you a better idea of that when it's on general release. At the minute, this is just on the beta testing. He's obviously tested it, done the alpha testing. Now we just want honest feedback of what it's actually like. So that's the box all open, and that's the bits you get. Quite a bit. I'll give you the colour that's in the tank. Oh, look, can you see the bubbles coming off that? And it's filling up with water. That just goes to show you it's extremely porous. Go away from it, go on. But you could catch angelfish with your hand, to be quite honest. Yes, extremely porous. All it basically is a load of sand, minerals and trace elements that's been fused together under high heat to make what looks like coral. The massive surface area. And I think the best way to describe the surface area is with a test. You can see it is quite brittle. You have got bits that does come off, but we'll not waste that. We'll hide that into the baskets in the bottom of the Fluval 307. Right, good way of showing you how much water this actually holds. This is the best way I can think of to try and show you how porous the rock is. So we'll set the scales back to 0. There we go. We'll pick a rock. We'll take this one. So this one comes in at just under 1 kilogram. So what we're going to do now is we're going to soak it in water. What I shall do is I shall put it in the water. Shift. So you can see like a purple haze to it, but it's more like a grey colour, to be quite honest. So it's going to look more grey in my tank. So I'll just let that soak up as much water as I can. I'll give it 5 minutes time. Let all the air disperse. You can see all the little micro bubbles coming out of that straight away. And it does look real. It does. I've got to say, it does look like dried coral. Obviously it'll be white if it was coral because it's bleached by the sun when you get like that. Just what's left dead. But you go with your frags on it and you can do what you need to do. You can see the capillary action there, wicking through that rock to the point where any second now my fingers will feel it. There you go. Capillary action. So we'll just give that a few more minutes just to make sure it has been capillaries took it right through the center. So in the center, that's where you're supposed to get your anoxic bacteria growing. I don't know how true it is because I've always thought if it's feeding off the nitrates, it needs carbon. That's why the reefers do the carbon dosing and stuff like that to feed the anoxic bacteria. That's what I've always thought. So I don't know how it's going to work for a freshwater tank unless you do carbon dosing. I don't really want to do because I don't want to have a weekly shopping bill for vodka and drunk fish. So what we'll do is we'll take this back out, we'll weight, deduct that from the first weight. Deduct the first weight from the second weight, and that'll give with the weight of water that the rock has contained, which gives you an idea of how porous it is. Obviously sponges, very porous, but this is rock. You wouldn't get this kind of rock if you had lava rock and done the same test, that's for certain. You certainly wouldn't get it if you had these kind of pebbles and done it with them. Them wouldn't suck in as much water and contain as much water. So we'll give it a go. See what it's like. I'm going in. So the new weight is just under 1.2, so that has took in 200 milliliters. So that's nearly a fifth of what it is. Well, the maths I'll just give you, it is a fifth, but it was just under. It's just under again. So it's taken a fifth of its own weight up in water. So that just shows you how porous this actually is. And how much bacteria will colonate that. Because the more bacteria, the better, because when you're putting that things like your conditioner and stuff like that into the water, you're having a little bit of a bacterial die off. You'll see it when you do it, you do your water change, sometimes you get like a bit of haziness. Well, that's actually your bacteria. It's not all died off, it's just the older ones have died off. So hopefully that'll give you a little indication of how good it actually is. Quite impressed with the colour in there. That'll be a good in-between colour between the sand colour and the log colour and the green colour of the plants. So that's it on box, peeps. You do get quite a bit. So that's me 5 kilos from Filter Pro Pond Guru. Thank you very much. Next time you see it, this tank will be teared down and the biome put in. So until next time, ta-ra!